What is up, my funky friends? My name is Duncan and welcome back to the Funk House. Today we're looking at a game called Mount and Blade Bannerlord. The Mount and Blade series is a absolute pinnacle, one of my favorite games on the planet. I've played far too many hours of Warband, which was the game before this, which is technically the sequel to this game, even though this game's the new one. Anyways. Although this game is still in early access and does still offer a few glitches and bugs here and there, it is, all in all, still just everything that every other Mount and Blade game has been. It is fun as hell, and it is wonderful. If you are into the medieval theme, if you like swords and stabbing and horses and jousting and clashing, this is it for you. Because this game contains all that, but it contains much more. You can do a myriad of things. You can be a bandit and, go pillaging and robbing and looting and stealing and running an army full of brigands. You can become a mercenary and a hired blade. You can be a trader. You can be a business merchant and run your own operations in different cities. Or you can work your way up to being a vassal and a lord and eventually even being the ruler of your faction and starting your own kingdom and taking over the continent. There's many different factions, there's many different types of units, and aesthetics to the units and the way they fight. So today I figured I'm going to show off this game because I have put in far too many hours into it, even though it is still early access. I absolutely love it. This is a game that you can just get lost in for a very long period of time. So we're going to start an entirely new file just for you guys, show you from the ground up what this game has to offer. And again, please keep in mind it is early access, so it could potentially crash on us, and we'll just have to continue from there, but it is what it is. Okay, so first things first, when you begin the game, you have to pick your culture. There's 6 different cultures within the game. Each of them is going to have their own bonuses and features and troop types. I started a campaign, so we are going to start in a very specific part of the map every single time, and there's going to be certain quests for us to do every single time. You can also play sandbox mode, where you will not have to do the main campaign of the game, you just get to play the game without having to faff about with that. And whichever of the cultures you pick, that's where in the world you're going to start. You're going to start in that region if you're in sandbox mode. But we're in campaign, so we can pick whatever we want. So if we look at Vlandians, it'll give you a big description of them in the white, and then it'll tell you in the green what the upgrade is that you're going to get permanently for being that culture. So if you're Vlandian, you're going to get 20% more upgrade experience to troops from battles, which is huge. I don't really like most of the other ones, because the Sturgians, yay, they move faster in snow, although the game does have a dynamic weather system, or I should say seasons system, and winter does roll through and a lot of the world does become covered in snow. I don't really care, because I usually play with a lot of cavalry anyway, so I'm pretty fast as it is. Empire, you get construction speed bonus in your town projects, wall repairs, and siege engines. So that's great once you are a lord. So this won't really help you at the beginning of the game. This will definitely help you dozens upon dozens of hours into the game. Because that's going to allow you, once you own towns and castles, you can upgrade them. You can do things that will make them produce more food or more money and taxes, more happiness, construction speed, more troops for your militia, and things like that. Or when you're sieging enemies, build your catapults and trebuchets and things like that faster. Doesn't really matter to me at the beginning of the game. Azurai, you get caravans are 30% cheaper to build, and you get 10% less trade penalty, so that's great if you're doing the merchant route. 10% speed bonus for horsemen on campaign map. That's really good for someone like me who plays heavy cavalry. But again, I want the experience, I don't want the movement, because early in the game you want movement so you can get away from things that might overpower you, but later in the game, once you have an army full of some pretty strong tier troops, I'm typically the one trying to kill people, so I don't really care about my speed. And the Battanians, Forest gives 30% less speed penalty, so they're basically like the Sturgians, except not snow. So, Vlandians. Now I get to choose our character. Oh god, what are we going to make him look like? How crazy can we get with it here? Is there like there isn't a neon color, eh? That sucks. I'm going to make him as pasty white as we can make him. Voice. So we have voice options. Okay.
Pull back!
Okay.
Keep your ground!
Oh, I like that one. That one's very assertive. Let's see that again. Okay, I dig that.
At them!
No.
Hold your position! Shoulder to shoulder! Close in!
No, he just sounds like he's trying to put on an
Stand
accent.
your ground!
So let's go for this guy.
Fall back!
Let's make him an absolute titan. Wait is fat, huh? Okay, he's gonna be pretty lean and just jacked. Oh, yeah. Eyes. Ooh, eyebrow types. Let's start with 1, because that's what I do. These look like crap because I don't have my settings at the max. I am playing on my laptop. So I'm sure that if you increased the graphics, these would look good. Alright, let's take a look at our warrior here. Fuck yeah, look at that mean mug he's got there. So now you get to choose your history. This is your lineage, your upbringing, and it's going to determine a bunch of different factors, including everything on the left here, which is all of your main skills. You can learn, or you can specialize in one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, or pole arms. You can specialize in bows, crossbows, or thrown weapons. Riding determines your speed on a horse, your maneuverability, and the quality of horse you can ride. Athletics makes you run faster on the ground, so that's really great if you're walking around towns a lot, if you get knocked off your horse, or if you're doing tournaments and you have to do a lot of walking. Smithing. Scouting for seeing ahead, seeing tracks so you can get an idea of how big the enemy is that you're looking at. Tactics. Roguery, everything to do with criminal activities and leading brigands. Charm. Leadership for running your troops. Trade. Running caravans, just trading goods, better bartering. Steward is maintaining your people and maintaining your towns and villages. Medicine, exactly how it sounds when your people get injured or you get injured, your healing rate. And engineering, how fast you build things. So, you get to pick. You're born into a family of, so if you click on it, it'll tell you down here. Gives you a little history of what they were and tells you what you're going to get. So if we go with the Baron's Retainers, we're going to get 10 skill levels and 1 focus point for riding and polearm. So it shows it here that it's going to increase our riding and polearm, and 1 attribute to social. So social is going to go up 1. Urban Merchants gives us trade, charm, and intelligence. Okay. Oh, right. And now we get this option because of us doing the campaign. So this gives us 1 more choice. If you're playing Sandbox, you would then have to choose how old you were. And the younger you are, you don't get any additional bonuses. The older you are, you do, but it also means you're closer to dying. In this game, if you die of old age, you take control of your next of kin and you play as their character. So it's very important to actually marry and have children, because if you don't, when you die, it's just over. Okay, so enter my name. McStabbird. And then when we get to pick our clan, we'll be Clan Scabbard. Yeah. Okay, then you get to determine difficulty. Like I said, this game takes physics into account, so if I'm riding at an enemy and I'm going top speed and they shoot an arrow at me, that arrow technically has more damage now. You get destroyed fast in this game. It's not until way later on where you're able to command armies of nothing but top-tier troops that you're going to be okay, but you can still get absolutely riddled in the wrong direction anyways. I'm not playing on very easy. I am going to play on easy, though. So Nogan, this is our brother. It's been 3 days now, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. There's really nothing to this particular part. This is just him talking to you about the training field, where you can do the tutorial, so if you don't know how to play the game, I'm going to skip it. I've played the shit out of this game. If you've never played before, do this tutorial.
Just do it!
Because combat's not as easy as you think. The direction that you move your mouse in is the direction that your weapons go, the direction that your blocking goes, and so on and so forth. It's not easy. So, a few hours after you leave the training ground, you come across a wounded man lying under a tree. Share your water with him, blah, 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 blah. Select your family name. Scabbard. Okay, so now you get to pick your banner. there's not a whole lot of options in here. I really hope that when this game is out of early access, rather than having basic colors, I hope they give you an actual color wheel to choose from, and then rather than having to pick these pre-made sigils, it'd be really nice if you can upload your own. I know that means it's going to result in a lot of penises, but it'd be nice to be able to put what you want up there. What color do we want to be? Like I said, the colors aren't too great in this game, to be honest. I usually go black because none of the other factions are black, but then the problem is it just makes all your troops look boring. Because the ones that do wear colored uniforms are going to wear your colors. But then the problem is all of these colors represent actual factions within the game. And no matter what color you pick, if you join a faction, you automatically assume their color anyways, and your banner changes to their colors. You can go back in and change it yourself once you've left their kingdom. Let's just go blue and white. It's a nice classic color. Yeah, blue and white. Okay. We've taken too long on this. Let's get started. So we can see down the bottom left here, we've got a bunch of different icons. So we've got our character, and here you can see all your skill trees and everything else. Oh, we still have a free focus point to use. Let's put it in smithing. I'm going to be doing a lot of that. Okay, you got your inventory, and at the top you can see your capacity. You can increase your capacity by carrying more horses around, but specifically pack horses that are meant for carrying goods, like my Sumpter horse that I start with. If you see the symbol here, it's used for carrying goods, which means it's not actually a good horse for cavalry. If I had a polearm that I could couch like a lance and hold it at my side, I can't do it on this horse because this horse does not get fast enough. I have my items, how many of them I have, what they're worth, and then this little lock button. So the lock button means if I go to sell things and I hit the discard all, it's not going to move it over, but if I don't have it locked, it will. So it's good if you like to just quick sell everything in your inventory, if you're someone that just get rid of all of it and don't care. Move these around. Down here we have our party. Shows everyone we have. For troops, how many we can have, any prisoners we have. Next is our quests. So this is what we have right now. So we have two things. We need to establish our clan, so we need to get 2,000 dinars is the unit of currency in this game, so we need $2,000. We need to have at least 20 men in our party. We need to have a renown of 50. And we need to hire a companion, which you can do at local taverns. There's NPCs that you can hire that don't die. Well, I mean, they can die. You can turn on death and they can actually permanently die in battle. But I don't turn that on because that's ridiculous. But if you get captured, you just have to go find them again. If they die in battle or like get knocked out, they're just knocked unconscious and they have to take some time to recover. But companions are good because, like you, they have skill trees. And then this is our other campaign, is investigate the main storyline of the game and learn about what happened here, which we will find out more as we go, because there's 10 people we got to talk to about that. This tab here is Clan. You'll notice there's a grayed out tab here for Kingdom. Cannot look at that until you are a Lord. You cannot see it. On the right hand side here we got our money, our influence, which will always be 0 until you're a Lord, your health, number of people in your party, how much food you have, and in the very bottom you can see days until no food is 40, so me, just myself, eating that grain is going to take me 40 days. Our overall morale, our speed, our scouting radius, and how much we're paying per day for all of our troops. But back in here in Clan, this is where you can see a lot of things. You can quickly skip between all of your companions, no matter what you have them doing, whether they're in your party or watching one of your kingdoms or running a caravan for you. You can see all them and all their stuff. Same for the parties tabs. Fiefs is the settlements that you own, and other, this will be your workshop. So if you own a brewery in a town, you can see it here. Your family name, you can change it at any time. Get to this area in a minute. I think you can click here. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, you can click the banner and change it. You can also hit B at any time to do that. Up here, this is your clan overview bar. So you can see your renown is just currently 10, and we will level up to the next bonus or tier once we hit 50 renown, and all the bonuses that we will get from that. If you click on your face, or at any point in the game, if you hit N for encyclopedia, you can see everything. This shows you everything you can possibly want. I'm not going to go into it because it just gets way too in-depth. Like if we wanted to look at every different faction's troops and see their stats of what they would be, that's where you go. But for now, the main part of the game is we're a lowly nobody right now. We need to just go find brigands and criminals and take them down and do petty tasks here and there. This is definitely the boring part of the game, is building yourself up so you're not as squishy, because right now we can easily die. But let's have a look at the world. So there's multiple different kingdoms, and this map is huge. So you have 3 different factions of Empire. They all use the exact same troops. They're all just fighting each other and have different leaders, that's all. These are the Cusates, horseback, mainly horse archers, hence the flag there. In the south, you have the, I forget what they're called in this game, but in Warband they were the Sarranids. They're the desert people with, again, mostly horses and very good archer units, and like Palatinian-style guards. Green is the Battanians, and blue is Nords, so these are both very much, actually, I forget what they're called in this one, Sturgians. But in this game, they're basically 2 different factions of Nordic clans. This would be more like your traditional Viking-style Nords, and this is your, like, woodland, we've eaten a few mushrooms and gone crazy Nords. And then over here you have the Vlandians, which is what we have chosen for our faction. In Warband, these would be the Swadians. Because in Warband, the map is actually based on this one. Well, this map is based on that one, sorry. But Warband's map would be, if I'm looking at this correctly, is about this area. Something like that. I don't remember, but some of the towns are the same, like Pravent existed. Sargot, I think, ends up moving over here and becomes Sargoth in that game. Whatever, but tons of different things change. It's really cool that they've blended it all together as well as they have. So, we need to go get some people, we need to get some food, and things like that. So, getting troops. You can get them at towns or in, villages or towns, the castles. Cities, sorry. Castles are a different thing. And if you go here, you have tons of different options. So we can see the people that run this place. If they had a quest available for us, they'd have a little blue exclamation mark next to them. We can buy products from them, so we'll see what they have to offer and how much money they have if we sell them things. And we can go to recruit troops, and this will show us what they have available. Now, these guys all have grayed out areas. The more relationship you build with them by doing quests for them, the more of their troops you'll unlock. But right now, we can only get these ones from these guys. I'm taking all of them. Now, again, at any point, you can just right-click on your guy and see their tree, so you can see what you upgrade him next to and what it's going to get you. With these guys right now, because we're in the Imperial area, we're not Vlandian, which means the only cavalry option I have for them is a horse archer. I don't really want that, so I'm going to turn most of these guys into just standard troops and bowmen. But there is another kind of troop you can get. Every faction has more of an advanced troop that's only available from towns, and it's only available if you're lucky. And I can just show you in case I can't find it. But for the Imperials, it's the Vigla. So you can only find him in towns. You cannot find him in the big cities. You'll never will. But he's the one that becomes really high tier cavalry. Absolute badass. So we need to find Viglas. Now the problem is, typically you can only ever find 1 or 2 unless you're very high tier with some of these towns. This is mountain bandits in front of me. I'm not going to fight them right now because they are stronger than us. Really, the only thing we're capable of fighting right now is a looter. Mountain bandits are pretty tough. Sea raiders are very tough. Forest bandits use bow and arrows. We can see that I'm running at 5.4 and he's chasing us at 5.3, so technically he cannot catch us unless we get flanked. So we're just going to keep running away. This one's got a blue exclamation, so let's see what he wants. Okay, so his is the art of the trade. This is one of those ones he's going to ask you to take something to a village for him and sell it and bring him the money back, or you can just buy it flat out and yada yada yada. These quests are good if you have a high trade skill, or if you absolutely want troops that he has. So let's see if oh my god, what the hell's your name? that guy doesn't have any troops available anyways, because the other lords in the game will come to the villages and recruit everything, especially when they're at war. I don't think there's a way to see who's at war currently, maybe? Oh yes, if you go specifically to them, this is the only complaint I have right now, is Warband made it very easy to see what factions were at war with each other currently, and this one makes it a little bit more of a pain in the ass, which sucks, because if you are trying to become a mercenary or a vassal for someone, I'd probably like to know who they're at war with, because if they're at war with 6 other tribes versus 1, probably not going to help them, because you're going to get your ass kicked. But here you can see Britannia is currently at war with Western Empire and a mercenary faction. The Cusates are at war with Northern Empire. Northern Empire is at war with, oh my god, Cusate. Oh, those are all just mercenaries, okay. Southern Empire is at war with the Azerai and mercenaries. Sturgia, Blandia. Blandia is Sturgia. And Western Empire is Britannia. Okay, so everyone's at war with somebody right now. And you will notice throughout the game that things change color and go away. Now, what you see right here, though, is what it always is. So if I ever want to get Nord troops, I will always go to the blue areas, even if later in the game they've turned into yellow. They will still only produce those style of troops. You can never really change that. So if you're living on the very far west side of the map and you like the troops that are produced on the very far east side, oh, that's too many looters! Oh no! Oh no, we need more people! People! Oh, they're gonna kill us. We're way too weak right now. I do want to show you guys what combat is, obviously, but we need some help. What do you want? Art of the trade as well? No. Come on, someone give me a Vigla. I don't even know if they're actually available in the first few days of the game. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, well, let's go take on some looters. We're very likely going to lose a lot of our troops here because it's a pretty even match right now, because your recruits basically no stronger than looters. But this is how this works. So you can technically work out a deal and just pay him to leave if you think you're going to get killed. You can send troops. You'll just send them out to do the battle automatically without you. Higher chance that a lot of them are going to die, and higher chance that you're going to lose morale if a lot of them do die. So let's attack. Let's see the actual game, because this is what we're here for. So, I don't need a tutorial. Go away, can I turn that off? Well, I don't know. Either way, so we have our troops, you have different commands. This takes a while to get used to, but your numbers 1 through 9 are for your different groups. Your F keys are for your orders. If you hit shift, you'll zoom in. If you hold alt, you'll see the enemy's position. So I can do something like footmen, and I can tell them to form a shield wall, and then I can tell them to attack. So now we can see them do that, but I want to join the fight myself. Ooh, that guy's got a pitchfork, so yeah, he's got better reach. You want to watch out for things like that, because they can do a lot of damage to your horse, stop your horse dead in its tracks, or knock you off of your horse. And our horse is really slow right now compared to my personal file. My personal file, I am a god. Okay, so this is good. Our guys have outnumbered them, and they're all running away now because bandits typically have very low morale. If you're ever fighting another lord who's known for just being vindictive or an asshole, his troops probably don't like him, and if you outnumber them enough, they will also run away. The same thing will happen to you. If your morale is too low and you're losing the fight, your guys will just up and leave you. So technically I could end the fight right now because they are leaving and it's counting it as I have won, but I am still fighting them because, like I said, if you look in the bottom left there, where it shows all your damage and everything, you gain experience by doing things. So by doing this there, now my one-handed is now 23. So you want to just... God, die, buddy. Kill them as much as you can while they're running away. It sounds savage, but it increases you. And if you're brand new to the game, it helps you learn how to get better at your aim, because even I still suck at hitting someone who's right beside my horse, because, you know, if you're not swinging low enough, you're just going to swing your sword right over top of their head. So here you can see we've gained renown, we've gained morale, and this just gives you the overall stats showing, like, so our army, we're the defenders, how many people we have left alive, how many people we killed, how many of our people leveled up, and how many died, so we lost 4 of our recruits, how many are wounded, and how many ran away. Okay, so those looters that we killed, they had a prisoner, they had an Empire peasant. Taking him is honestly pointless right now, and later on when you can have armies of hundreds of people, then sure, go ahead, take it, because they're just cannon fodder at that point. But once he upgrades, he just becomes an Imperial recruit anyway, so I don't want him. And there's no prisoners for us to take because we killed everybody. I'm going to take all the loot because we can sell everything, and then... so here's your different tabs. I should point this out. Miscellaneous is typically food and materials. Anything to do with horses, anything to do with armor, shields, and ranged, and anything to do with weapons. Everything in this melee weapon category, that's what you can melt down and refine in your smithy. And everyone has free access to the smithy. So, let's go check out a main town so you can see what we're talking about. I'm also going to walk around the town so we can show off just the amount of effort that's gone into all this, because you can play the way I play and just are on the overworld map all the time, but there is a lot buried in there. Escort merchant caravan, we're not going to be able to do because we don't have enough troops or strong enough troops. So if you go to the tavern district, you can sell off your prisoners here. You can see potential people that you can hire. These are your NPCs. So this guy is good at polearms, two-handed, one-handed, and running, so he's not a horseman. Which means I probably personally don't want him, but if you're wanting someone to, say, help defend your castle, he's great. There's mercenaries here that you can recruit. You can also go into the tavern and see them that way. In the tavern, there's also gambling you can do. There is some board games you can play. Arena, if there's a tournament going on, there'd be a little Spartan yellow helmet symbol here saying that you can go and fight in the tournament. Tournaments, there's a prize. It's usually a piece of armor or a weapon. You can also bet on yourself, and if you make it to the end, then you gain money that way. You can recruit troops, but like I said, you'll never ever get the Viglas here, just normal tier people. And trading works the same as everywhere else. And then the smithy. So down here on the left, we've got our face. It shows us how much energy we have, all of our materials. So if we wanted to smelt any of this, we would need charcoal. So to make charcoal, we need hardwood. This is what it's going to produce. There's a whole rigmarole to all these materials, and as you level up, and then in foraging, you can see there is a million types of things that you can use and unlock for making all of your different weapons however you want to as you go. This is very worth it doing so because of a few reasons. A, if you're good at smithing, you will produce weapons for yourself way better than you can ever buy. And B, until they patch it out of the game, there are some that are worth stupid amounts of money. I cheesed this game on a playthrough before because I figured out I could make a sword that would make me like $100,000 each time, and no merchant ever carried that much money, so I'd be selling them for like 20 grand because that's all I could get for them, but I wouldn't care because I could just produce them over and over again. It's cheating, so I hope they eventually patch it out, but there's definitely weapons that are worth an insane amount as it is anyways, because later on they're going to take a lot of materials. Now, just to show off this place, let's go take a walk around town center and show you what this looks like, because they've put a lot of effort to the inside. And for some missions, you do have to come into the towns anyways and walk around. Maybe find people, look for spies or assassins and things like that. And hunt them down. Okay. I hate when it does this and it spawns you all the way out here without your horse. This is where athletics would come into play. But like I said, if I hit Alt, you can see tons of things inside. This is very similar to what the map would look like if you were sieging it. So, obviously you won't be able to walk around if you're at war with this town, because you'd have to disguise yourself and they might catch you. But it's good to know the lay of the land, because this gives you an idea of what you're looking at if, say, you do want to come take over this... take over this particular place. But it's just beautiful, and again, I don't even have my graphics set to good at all, because I'm just trying to get the performance out of this laptop, because it is getting older. But in town, lots of options. Go to the tannery, just to show off this, because this is how you would purchase a workshop. It took me a long time to figure this out the first time around. But you can buy things. Okay, so this is gang leader. I don't want them. They're one of the ones that would sell you or give you missions or potentially get you recruits. But if you go to one of the shop workers at any of the shops, you can say, I'd like to buy this place, and they'll tell you how much it's going to cost, and then you can decide what type of material you're going to produce here. Now, to know what kind of materials you need to produce, Well, there's different ways of looking at this. If you hover over a city, it gives you tons of information, and it'll tell you bound villages. So this one in particular has Phasos and Alyppa. Alyppa's right here, Phasos is right here. Hover over them. Primary production, grain. So we could potentially make a brewery or a bakery. And primary production, saddle horse. So brewery or bakery, good ideas for this town. Now there's a castle nearby. This one, bound villages, has Thorios and Bergam, and it's very close to this city, so its villages are likely going to come here for trading. So its villages contain grain and grain. So this one is going to be a fantastic place for a brewery, whereas some places produce, saddle horse, grain, grapes, salt, olives, grapes, saddle horse, fish, date fruit. I can hear a war going on over here somewhere. Grain, horses, there's silver, there's iron, there's tons of different options. And also those towns, if you go to them, that's where you're going to find that material the cheapest. So if I want, say, meat, I'll find one that's selling hogs or cattle or sheep and go get them really cheap and kill them. Because then you'll also get hides from them and you can just sell those to other people. But we need to continue murdering things because that's all we can do right now. So watch out for... the hell's our name? McStabbard? McStabbard of the Scabbard clan. That's a stupid name. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's kill them all. Oh, I should have checked to see if any of my recruits can level up. Well.
On my wall! Attack!
Get close to each other so that you surround them better and go kill them. Now, me. Ow! Oh, you bastard. Oh, god damn it. Technically, another thing I can do is have 2 shields and keep one on my back like this. That way it protects me when I'm riding away from them. But again, it takes up an extra slot. But it is something you can do. If you are going to be doing a lot of riding and fighting against, say, horse archers, maybe invest in a second shield just for your back. Because whatever one you don't have equipped will remain on your back. That red skull next to his name means I killed him. If it's ever a white skull, it means I've knocked him out, and he's potentially keepable as a prisoner. Okay, so he's our prisoner now. Oh, and all 14 of my recruits can be upgraded, so let's have a look at how that works. Oh, and I have an upgrade myself. Okay, so my one-handed, I've gone up and I get to choose what my specialization is for this particular tier. So, one-handed weapons increase handling 20%, troops in the formation have higher effectiveness, shield bashes now deal more. I like... yeah, let's go with that. I also have another focus point that I can use on something. So let's use that on... oh, a steward. Oh, right, I forgot I have to set clan roles. So if you go into parties, yeah, there's 5 different roles you can choose. Quartermaster is the one that helps with pure leadership. So I'm going to do that because that will help with my overall skill gain. Party. So my recruits, now I get to choose what I'm doing with them. I'm going to just half and half it. So now this is where it's going to show a couple different things. Up here you'll notice a 1 and a 2. That's the formation that they're in. You can choose what you want them in, but they're all pre-named. So now this means that when I go to fight, if I click 1, I'm only going to be giving commands to my infantry. If I click 2, I'll be giving commands to my archers. I can click 0 and give commands to everybody as well. And you can also organize how you have them. I like to keep things organized by tier so I know what the hell I'm looking at all the time. So let's go do one more fight. We've been going for a while here. We haven't really done any missions because we haven't had anything good show up yet. We're still just doing our main quest. Oh yeah, that makes sense. We just gotta get a renown up. So basically we're just gonna be killing things and trying to get missions. What do you want? Needs tools. Close your mouth, buddy. Duh, I need tools. Yeah, tools. I want 2 tools in 15 days. Sure, I'll do that, because you can just buy the tools. Usually they're cheap. Usually. They're selling horses. Oh, not cheap. Now, mules help with our carrying capacity, but they do not help with speed. If you keep a lot of horses in your inventory that don't have this used for carrying goods symbol and are just like this, they're going to increase your overall movement speed on the ground. But you also need them for whenever you're upgrading a troop to a horse-mounted troop. They need a horse, otherwise you can't upgrade. Okay, well, let's go try and buy you some tools and get this quest done. And see what that gets us. You'll see in party we have a notification. It's because this looter has decided he wants to join our ranks. You can do it, but it's going to reduce your overall morale. So no, I'm not doing it right now because we don't have a lot of morale. Later on I do it because I just need people. Okay, so trade, he wants tools. That's going to be in here in miscellaneous. Oh, they're $93 each right now. I'm going to sell the cheese. I'm going to sell all that... Wait, hang on. Is any of this stuff better than what I'm wearing? This is actually much better. It's giving me 12 body armor, 5 leg armor. It's just 1 less arm armor. So I'm going to wear that. 4 head armor, so I'm going to wear that. Now I look like an idiot. Sell all the clothing. I have nothing ranged. Weapons, I can't really smelt everything down right now. So we're still going to make money off of this, and now we've got the 2 tools. Because remember, down here it'll show us that I'm paying $42 a day for my troops. These guys are expensive, and they're not even good troops. If you want to know how much your troops are going to cost you, if you click on them, it'll tell you right here. $3 a day. And their overall level. Infantrymen, $3 a day. So, talk to him. If you hit visit, it's going to load you into the town and you'll walk around. Talking is just the fast way of doing it. Because a lot of people kind of were like, well, this is stupid. So, let's see. We've received 2 horses from him. We got more points in charm and more skill points. And I think we got renown from that. I wasn't paying attention. Nope, our renown's the same. But we got items from him. So it's worth it. Now we have these 2 horses. I'm going to do that. And I, myself, am going to ride one. Perfect. So now we have... Hey. Oh, I can't do it in here. But either way, now we have horses that'll help us with movement speed and with carrying capacity. So... go find some looters to kill. Oh, I see some. Where'd they go? See, I don't have tracking. Oh. But we can fight these guys. Yeah, let's go fight these guys. If I can catch them... Come here! Come here! Come on! I won't kill you. Die. In Warband, the Sea Raiders, when you came up to them, they go, "That's a nice head you have on your shoulders!" And it made me smile every time. And I haven't heard it in this game yet, and I'm kind of sad. Hey, devs, if you're watching my little video, I want to hear them say stupid shit again.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Okay, so archers.
Arrows!
Typically good
Spread
to
out!
make them spread out. That way, if anyone's shooting back at them, it's less likely to hit them because they're not bunched up. And infantry,
Shields forward!
keeping a shield wall. That way they get this like phalanx formation going on here, so they're less likely to get hit. Now, looters don't have ranged weapons, but they do throw stones. But I do this just because it makes me happy. If any of our guys kill anyone or knock them out, you'll see on the top right, it'll show the encounter.
At them!
Okay, troops, charge, and I will join in. Oh yeah, nice clean kill. Ooh, so it looks like I lost a guy. He might have died. Oh yeah, he died. There's the red skull. The higher my medicine is, and if I have NPCs that are good at medicine, the higher the chances that when my troops get knocked down, they just get knocked out rather than die. Because I have no medicine, it's very likely that most of my guys will just die. You guys want to shoot him, or what? Whatever, I'll finish the job. So, yeah, we lost one guy, and we've got basically 2 more renown. So as you can see, renown takes a while in this game. At the beginning, once you're a lord and you're taking on people with hundreds of people in their army, if you win, you get tons of renown. Because you need it. Ooh, there's a tournament going on. I am very likely not going to win, but let's check it out anyways, because I think that'll be a great place to go. Perfect, so now we got some better archers, some better infantrymen. Oh yeah, they look pretty badass. Okay, thing with tournaments. Don't go into them unless you have 100% health, because every round you do, you start back at your beginning health rather than what you ended at. Like if I get my ass kicked in a tournament, but I still win, but I have 5% health left, I don't go into the next one with 5%, I go back into what I started the tournament with. So if I start the tournament with the 80% health I have now, that's all I'm going to have. I'm basically putting a handicap on myself, which is stupid. Yeah, 95 is fine. So arena, join the tournament. I don't think there's other types of tournaments yet. I think they're all group melee fight right now. I think they haven't implemented that. Then you'll see this. So our overall prize is going to be this sword. Doesn't show the length, but either way, even if I don't end up using it, I can give it to an NPC, or I can sell it. I'm not going to bet yet, because I'm still weak as shit. So I'm just going to join, because I don't want to risk losing my money. For the blue team! Oh, yes! Are you not entertained? My name is Maximus Faximus. Send it out, you Baximus. I'll see you next Eximus. Because I'm Santa, bitch. The third. Oh! Oh, that sounded painful. Okay, buddy. Stop chasing me. Oh! Oh! Oh, I feel bad about that one. Another tactic you can do is take out their horse. So if I aim low and hit their horse, because the horse is technically going to be the thing I can hit before the person on it, you can knock them off. So if you see a guy coming at you with a lance and he's got a couch and he's going to kick your ass, just aim for the horse's head instead and try and kill the horse. Okay, one-on-one combat. A good piece of advice, hit E and shield bash him, because then you knock him up for a bit. Oh, fuck. I suck at the one-to-one combat because I'm just not fast at it. Oh, shit. Oh, we got lucky there. It's all about flailing. I think the faster, or the better your athletics is and the better your one-handed is, then you'll actually swing faster than these guys. But typically not. I'm going against a crossbowman. Yeah, let's place a bet. So I put in 150, means I could win 315. Oh shit, it's one-to-one combat. Ow! Bash him, thank you. Oh shit. Just flail. Just flail! Oh, be faster than him, please. Oh, thank God, look at my health. Oh, Jesus Christ. And I'm going to be going against... I don't know if that's a lord or an NPC, but when it's named people, typically means they're... Why are we going one-to-one? There's a way to kick. I don't remember. Keep in mind when doing this, your shield... Fuck you. Your shield also has health. Oh, yes. Oh, I see. E is kick if you're not holding your shield up, otherwise it's shield bash. So I got some money, I got some renown, I got the sword. Hell yeah. I'm the best. It swings a little bit faster, it doesn't do as much swing damage, and I typically swing, I don't typically thrust or stab. So I'm just gonna sell it, because it's worth, oh my god, it's worth quite a bit. Anything else I want to do right now? No, let's just do that. Okay. What are we looking at here? Still need people, still need renown, we still need a companion. So let's go look for a companion. What do you have? What do you do? Medicine, athletic, throwing, and one-handed. So she'll always be part of the infantry troop. I could technically put her on a horse and get her to learn up her riding, but... maybe we'll take her, because I do need a doctor. Let's see what she's going to want, because they all want different amounts of money to join you. You can go ahead and read all this if you want when you play the game. I don't really care, because it's just them giving you a backstory, and I don't give a shit. In Warband, it mattered because you could only have a certain amount of companions. I think you can only have 7, and there was 14 in the game, and there was some that liked each other and some that hated each other, so you had to know which ones melded with who. But in this game, doesn't matter, because there is dozens upon dozens of people you can choose. She only wants $370. Yeah, come on in. I need a companion. You're joining me. Ransom off my prisoners. Okay, I can't help you, can I? No. So, what's going on here? Move her up. She's going to be part of the infantry always. If we go to inventory, we can scroll over and see her. So we can see that all she has right now is a blade. She doesn't even have a shield, but I don't have one to give her, so we're just going to wait until we acquire one from killing people. If I go to character, I can scroll over and see her too. Now, I don't remember if it automatically sets to them auto-leveling and choosing their stuff, or if I get to. So we'll find out eventually, but right now you can see everything about her. So again, I'm going to go to clan, parties, and make sure that she is set as our surgeon. Okay, let's go find another band of looters. I can't put this game down. I absolutely love this. And this is only the simplistic, this is the boring part of the game, guys. Like, this is the absolute beginning when you're doing nothing but just murdering criminals. That's all you're doing. You just dogged a bounty hunter. Okay, good. So, when you get into combat and there's other people nearby, they'll join in. So the other looters joined, which is good because I wanted to fight more than just 6. But so did this dude's army of 115 people. But you know what? This is so overpowered. But this is going to let you see full-on combat. I'm going to leave my troops behind, because when you go into a fight like this, you only order your own troops. If you were the marshal of an army in a war, you can either control all the troops, or you can control specifically the cavalry or whatever. I'm going to leave my guys behind so they don't get hurt, which means they also won't get experience. But look at this. This is what I mean. Like, when you go into actual war, these guys have AI, so if this army was more of a threat to them, they wouldn't just storm in like this. They would actually, like, try and flank and be tactical about it. This is just a slaughtering. Oh, right in the throat. Ugh. How did I miss that? Die. Really? Stab you. Stab you. Oh, or I'll just hit you with my horse. I said stab you. Oh, you won't die though. Oh, yes. Let's get off for a minute here. I'm the best. Oh yeah, you can hit O to chant.
We've been blessed.
Oh my god, look at that face.
Well fought.
I'd run away from him too. So now when you go into fights with other armies, you're also going to get this and how much loot you've earned. So I only get 5% of that because, you know, he's got 115 people. Of course he's going to take more. So what do we get? 2 pairs of shoes? Sounds about right. Thanks, buddy. I didn't need your help. You didn't need to spend 115 people on killing less than 20. That was ridiculous. And oh. Any of the Lords with an exclamation mark means that they have a quest for you, but they also might be one of the 10 that we need to talk to about that Neretzi's Folly quest that we have. Shit, he went into there, huh? Wait for him to come out. There you are. Farron! Come here, I choose you! My name is McStabbard. Who the hell are you? You can see our relationship with him. It's 0, because we just met him. You can see the kind of person he is, what friends he has, so he's not a good guy to pick a fight with. What enemies he has, oh, Jesus Christ, and his family. You can see who's available to be married and yada yada yada, but that's all later on politics. What's the folly? Tell me. I don't care. Skip ahead. I see. Can you tell me anything about the battle? No, but Lucon can. Okay, well, bye. So he's telling us to go find Lucon. Let's fight one more tournament. Why not? What do you want? Escort a caravan? I can't even help you. The robber? Well, that doesn't help me. Arena. Join this tournament, please. My worst kind of combat. Oh! Ow! Hey, hey! Hey! Yeah, get hit in the back, buddy. Die, bitch. Please, sir, he's already dead. Oh, is this gonna be all one-on-one combat? This sucks. Ow! Ooh. Ooh, you're quick. But I'm quicker. I hit him on his way down, too. Oh, this whole tournament's gonna be just nothing but one-on-one. That sucks. Ooh, he's quick. Shit. Did I just get lucky here? Ah! Well, that's it. We've lost to Joron. Let's have a look around the tavern just to show that off. So in here, ransom brokers, people that you can hire, armed traders, so this is a mercenary I can hire, and board games. So you can sit and play a game with them. I'll be the attackers. I don't even know how to play this game, I'm just guessing. I forget how it works. How to play. Let's see here. Okay, so I just don't want him getting his king to the edge. But that's going to do it for now. Thank you guys very much for watching the first part of our series. We'll definitely play more of this because I absolutely love this game and everything about it. Does this count as a capture? No, it's not the center tile. Mountain Blade has a place very near and dear to my heart. So we're definitely going to play a lot more of this, and we'll continue on our quest of McStabby, or whatever his name is, of the clan Scabbard. I know, it's a terrible name, but we're going to roll with it, because that's what we do. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my other content, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram so you can see when we're posting more things, or when we're going to have the next episode of Bannerlord. Oh, what? Well, that about sums up my gambling career in this game. Thanks very much, guys. Take care.